this is Rain from Rain Travels, and welcome back to my channel. So I am a Filipino expat living in Switzerland with my husband and our cat Yoko. And for today's video, I'm going to discuss the cost of living in Switzerland. So as you have seen in a lot of YouTube videos, they are saying that Switzerland is a fairly expensive country to live in or even to travel to. I'm going to give you a breakdown of our monthly costs here in Switzerland. Are you ready? Let's start. So first off, here are the topics that I will be covering in this video. The housing, health insurance, the utilities, food and groceries, transportation, travel and leisure, pet, because we have our pet, eating out, and some other topics that I've included with our cost of living. So just a little disclaimer, this cost of living video would be an average of the monthly expenses for our first quarter of 2023, and we live in Canton Baseland. Aside from that one, we are a couple plus one cat. Now that's out of the way, let's start with housing. For the location, we are located 10 minutes from Baselstadt, 10 to 15 minutes from Rheinfeld in Germany, and 15 to 20 minutes from Saint Louis, France, or the Euro-Basel airport. Our apartment is around 100 square meters. It's a 3.5 room apartment. So here in Switzerland, when you say 3.5 room apartment, it's actually a 2-bedroom plus the living and dining room. So it has a wonderful kitchen, toilet and bath, an attic, which Yoko loves to play in. It has a garage, a basement, and a mini garden. So for all those things, all those amenities, the location, and the size, we are paying a monthly of 1,845 Swiss francs. Now for reference, here is a list of the monthly cost in different apartments in different cities here in Switzerland. I used the website Numbeo to get the rent per month in 4 different cities. So I have Zurich, Basel, Geneva, and Lugano. So these are the numbers for a 1-bedroom apartment and a 3-bedroom apartment in the city center and outside of the city center. For our apartment, I can say that we have it fairly priced. It's not at the high end, nor is it at the low end. And we are situated at the middle of the town. The location is also quite good because we can actually shop in Germany for the weekends or in France if we'd like to, which we often do actually. So the next one is health insurance. All residents in Switzerland are mandatorily required to have a health insurance. So I have posted a video on my health insurance journey way back, I think 3 months ago. So you can watch that video to check how I got my insurance. So for both of us, we are under Suica. I am paying 295 and 10 Swiss francs, whereas my husband is paying 275 and 10 Swiss francs. The difference is based on the accident coverage. I have an accident coverage because I am currently not working, whereas my husband has his covered by work. As I have discussed in the health insurance video, the health insurance differs, or it's variable based on your location and your age. So, and also what coverage would you want, whether you want a higher monthly premium or a lower monthly premium. So it's up to you. So for the health insurance in total, we are paying a monthly payment of 570 and 10 Swiss francs. So next one would be the utilities. So for the utilities, there are only 2 things that I've covered here, since these are the ones that I got the monthly receipts for, or the monthly payment slips for. So we have the internet and electricity. So our internet is $12.95. It's actually a mobile service provider that we are tethering and we're using as a hotspot because that's how strong it can be. So we're paying $12.95. Whereas for our monthly electricity bill, it's around $84.95. So for the utilities, we are only paying 97.90 Swiss francs a month. So for food and grocery items, so these are just the grocery items that we go for. Usually we have the big hauls every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, and we go for smaller purchases at the nearby dinner store. Our 3-month average consumption is around 320 Swiss francs. So that includes shopping at Denner, Coop, or Migros. And most of the time, when we do big hauls, we actually go to Penny just across the border in Germany. Just to give you an idea of how much the food prices are here in Switzerland at Denner, you can see the screen for the price of 12 pieces of eggs, 1 liter of juice, it's orange juice, and 6 pieces of the cheese, regular Denner brand cheese. So as earlier mentioned, it's around 320 Swiss francs monthly. That's our average for 2 people. I have excluded the cat as she has a separate part. Now for transportation, there are different modes of transportation available here in Switzerland, but we mostly use the bus, the train, and our car. So under transportation, we have 3: public transportation, gas, and of course, parking. So here is a little overview of how much the public transportation costs here in our side of Switzerland. So we are at the northwestern side of Switzerland. We have a monthly, or I have a monthly UABO of 80 Swiss francs. A short distance ticket would cost around 230. So this is without the half fare price. A day ticket, if it's quite near, it's around 75, but the cheapest without the half fare card is 52. We also 52 or 49 for the Savor Day Pass. And then the half fare card, the annual fee is around 180 Swiss francs. So this gives you a general idea of how much it will cost to travel within a day across Switzerland and within the northwestern side of Switzerland. 3-month average for the 2 of us would be 140 Swiss francs. For gas, the monthly average is 17.50, whereas for the parking, when my husband goes to work and parks the car near his office, it's around 10 Swiss francs. So that makes our total transportation cost to be around 167.50 per month. I think this one is fairly low because my husband tends to ride his bike going around town. Next up, we have travel and leisure. For the past 3 months or the first quarter, we've only gone to long drives to Luzern and Lausanne. And in both cases, we used a special 1-day travel pass from Coop. That's 98 for the 2 of us, 98 Swiss francs for the 2 of us, plus an additional 14 Swiss francs for the entrance fee for the Chateau de Chillon. One thing we know for sure is that the travel and leisure expenses will increase during the summer months as it gets warmer and we have a lot more travels planned ahead. So for the travel and leisure, we have a total monthly expense of around 69.83 Swiss francs. Next, for pet care. So I have a dedicated subtopic for pet care here. So Yoko's food on a monthly basis is around 10.20, whereas her cat litter is around 3 Swiss francs. So all in all is 13.20 for our cat Yoko. Now for eating out, we usually eat out on Friday for lunch, usually at the Migros or the Co-op restaurants, because I didn't want to cook on Fridays. So lunch would be around 13 to 25 Swiss francs per meal, whereas if we go out for dinner, that will be around 18 to 30 Swiss francs per meal per person. Okay, so For the monthly average for the last 3 months or the first quarter, it's around 98.40 Swiss francs. That's for 2 people eating out. And we don't spend a lot on eating out, just the regular meals. So in summary, all the total monthly expenses that we have for a couple and a cat is around 3,181.93 Swiss francs. So the question is that expensive? For us, not really. We're not saving up on, especially on food. We eat out when you want to, usually every Fridays, and we shop when there's a need to. We're also not exploring too much in the previous quarter because it was quite cold. But in the summer, we know that our travel and leisure expenses will skyrocket. There are also other expenses that I've included here, but not in the monthly ones because some of them are annual fees. Okay, so one would be the car insurance. So it's 350 a year. You also have the Serafe. So that's the radio and television fee. I'm not sure if it's required or mandatory, but we're paying for it. That's 335 a year for private households. We also have the liability insurance and the household insurance, and of course the church tax. So the church tax, of course, is around 5% of the cantonal tax rate. I will not be mentioning how much that is because you will be able to find out how much my husband would be earning or I am earning. But technically, I am Arbeitslos. For the other annual fees or the others with annual fees, it's around 956 Swiss francs plus the church tax. And something unique for us would be my language classes. So I've had with my language classes with K5 and that's 720 for the half-level course. So I took the course from January to March. So that's our monthly breakdown for the first quarter of 2023. So do you think we are spending too much on food, on leisure, or something else? Do send me a message or comment down in the description box. If you have questions or suggestions on what videos to make, please do send me a message or write down in the description box. I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Life is a